in my favorite spot here. I should have done it earlier before the traffic began, but I have an experience to share. A friend of mine died in her sleep from a massive heart attack a few years ago. One of my very few friends. I discovered from constantly seeing her, sort of standing around, wandering, appearing, disappearing. She didn't know she had died. Sandra didn't know that she had died. And when I got that, when I saw her again, I explained to her what happened, and I pointed the way home. The path, there really is a lighted path. Huh? It literally opened up and went all the way forward. She turned, she saw it, and she followed it. That, I don't recall how long ago that was. Maybe earlier this year, 2026. I didn't see her again until there I was sitting in my meditation this morning, and a worry thought came. I don't know about y'all, but many of us, particularly me, well, and others in the Caribbean, since I returned to the Caribbean, thank God I'll soon be leaving, but in the meantime, PayPal has not been very friendly. So I had a niggling worry thought about PayPal. And that's when Sandra appeared. And she said, it's okay, it's going to be all right. And I just, and I continued with my meditation, but now in a state of wonder and bliss. And it's only afterwards, when I was sharing this with someone, that the tears came. Because as I said, I have very few friends. I don't have any in Trinidad. You know, the kind of friendship where when you haven't seen each other in a while, or you get together, you talk about all sorts of shit, from the serious, the profane, the nonsense, and then just silence, and you all are just comfortable in the silence. One time, we had stopped talking for so long, then the three of us looked at each other and just burst out laughing, and then the silence continued. That's the kind of friendship we had, Sandra, Jackie, and I. And as I said, that's when the tears came. So I want you to treasure your friendships. Few of us have many friends. The real of us have even less. So I missed Sandra so dearly, because Jackie travels all over the world now, and so it's difficult to get in and keep in contact. But never mind that. Cherish your friends. Cherish your friendships. Be real. That's a friend. And I want to tell you something else, which is what the thought that's began. No one is coming to save you. There is nobody coming to save your ass. Nobody. Your guides are simply waiting for you to take the next step. And when you take the next step, that is when the path opens. And you take action. That's what I mean by taking the next step. When you take action, the next step opens. And the more you do it, you gain momentum, and then You get to a certain point where you want it to be. You live your life, you do whatever is necessary, but always, always being aware. That's what I wanted to share today, people. Most importantly, be your own best friend. Catherine, Sovereign Flame Oracle here. Ciao.